So while trying to clean up the edges so I can figure out if I'm going to glue pieces back in for the box lids, I tried my little shoulder chisel plane, and I noticed that it cut better one way than the other. And so when I took it out and checked the edge, there's a little nick on this side. So that's why this side would cut better than this side, meaning here has no nick, here is a nick. What I need to do is I need to sharpen that, and what I'm going to use for that is my sharpener setup. So yay for a side project. So I start by flattening the back on a rough grit, then change to 1000 grit, then the 3000 grit. The reason I got the worksharp 3000 is because it's quick and easy. The system is designed such that they sell glass plates that you can then use to have different grits on, and then you flip it over, etc., etc. Well, they initially say, oh yeah, you can peel the paper off and use the same wheels, but then the paper is only good for a few on-off cycles before it gets torn. That made no sense to me, so I just bought extra glass discs and put all the grits on enough plates that I never have to take the paper off until the paper wears out. So I ran it through a 400 to clean up the back, and that cleaned up the important bit. And then I switched over, since it was just a small section that I needed to clean up, I switched over to the 3000 grit, ran the tip through the 1000, flipped it over, ran it through the 3000, and now we have a nice sharp edge the whole way across, which again you can't really tell because this doesn't zoom in, but looking in person, it's much better than before. So now I'm going to try it again and see if it works. If you have stuff to sharpen, yes, there's the fancy $1,000 whatever ones you can go with. If you have high intensity stuff and they have all sorts of options, great, get that one. But for me and the small number of things that I do so far, this worksharp 3000 is awesome. Now granted, I bought this more than 5 years ago, I think, so I don't know if they still sell it because I haven't looked, because I bought all the accessories at the time. That's one thing I do recommend. If you get something, you use it right then and you like it, buy all the accessories right then, because if you wait, they will have changed it or it'll go out of stock and you won't be able to get the accessories again. But I don't recommend that if it's something you're not going to use, because then you have something and then all the accessories and you never use it. So only do that if it's something you're actually going to use and you find useful.